2, describing bivariate data sets. So we have got the height and weight of 9 people. We're going to construct a scatter plot using the above information, then have a look at the form of the association, the direction and the strength, and then we're going to do some predictions based on that. So if we have a look, I'll make sure I've got red. First thing we've got to do is we've got the number plane there. We've done a decent scale on the axes. So we've done the height on the horizontal axis and the mass on the vertical axis. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's the way we've done it in this particular case. All right, so now we have to plot the data. So we're going to plot the points. Oh, that's scrolled. Don't know why it keeps doing that, but anyway. Jumping around. Sorry. So now we have to plot it. So 163 on our height. And 55 on our mass, on our weight. So there's one there. One there. 165, 60. 170, 64. Make that 175, 66. What else have we got? 178, 65. 178, 65, that's easier. It's just there and just there. 180, 70. 182. I don't like the fact that these blue lines don't line up with the hash marks. That makes life a lot easier. If you're going to do it with a grid, use the grid. So what's my next one? 182, 71. So 71's just above. 182 is just before, so it's about there. Then we've got 186, 74. So 74 is just below. 186 is just across. Then we have the last one is 190, 78. So 78 is just above and 190 is there. There we go. All right. So that's how that works. Okay, so we've plotted all those. So now the question is, describe the form of it. So describing the form, there was 2 different types of form. There was either linear or non-linear. If you look at that, if I were to draw a line through it, could I go through most of them? Not straight through most of them, but does it look as though it's almost a line? It's not going to be a perfect one, as opposed to a curve or something like that. This one, I would say, is definitely more in the linear form. The next one, we want to describe the direction. So is it positive or is it negative? This is positive. That should be fairly obvious. Then the next one, describe the strength. Now, bear in mind that the strength doesn't have to be perfect. If it was perfect, they'd all be in a line like that and you could draw a line straight through them all. This is not perfect, obviously. But if it was a really weak strength, you'd have something like that where it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get a line that looks anything like going through any or all of them. So this one, if I drew a line, I could get, pretty close to all of them. There's not too many that are too far off. So that one I would consider a strong association. All right, the next one is predict the mass of a person is 173 centimeters tall using the scatter plot. Now, what you want to do is you want to head over to the 173 mark and sort of work your way up. And if I had left that line there, I would work out approximately where I'm going to hit that line. Okay, so if I work my way up, I'll just draw this so it's not just a scribble. If I draw up from 173 and just go up, straight up, where approximately on this line that I was talking about might I be? Okay. Now, if you have a look at it, you've got a dot just there and a dot just there. So your line's probably going to split the difference between them. So it's going to hit around that 65 mark. So I would say 65. Now, it is an approximate. If you said 64, if you said 66, we'd probably be fine with that. It is an approximate. If the question had asked you, if the question had asked you to do a line of best fit, which we will be doing later on, if I'd asked you to do a line of best fit and the line of best fit that you gave me looked like that, for whatever reason, then wherever your one hits it and goes across, that would be your answer. Okay, but at the moment we don't have a line of best fit, so you're sort of looking and you're going, oh, 173 is sort of in the middle around here, and I've got that there and that there, so middle would be about there, and that's where we got the 65 from. So it is an approximate. Next one is trying to get rid of the blue without getting rid of the red. There we go. Predict the height of a person who has a mass of 75. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to come across from 75 until we hit where we think we'd be. Now, if you have a look at those two, I reckon it's probably going to be around there. So what's that going to be? 186, 87, maybe 187, 188. I'd be happy with either one of those. So I'm going to go the 187 mark at the moment. But like I said, it is an approximate. It is an approximate based on just looking carefully. And that's all for that one.